Good afternoon, distinguished guests, various representatives, the media houses, lovers of arts or arts lovers, wonderful students, my dear friend Lady Pinky, and everyone here present. I greet you all in the most honored way. That is Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. It is beautiful to have you all here, and this is the beauty of camaraderie. Before we say anything, I would want to apologize for starting this time. This was not the communicated time, but we understand that it is in the rainy season. Sometimes it's difficult, but we thank God the Almighty that we have the media house here, even though others are trying to come. Others are not able to make it here for one reason or the other. But the fact that our wonderful partner is here, Fine TV, that should suffice. Once again, I welcome all of you here on this wonderful art exhibition. This is an event where we would want to showcase some of the various works we've been doing here throughout our 3 weeks of training. So it is beautiful to have you all here, and once again, we apologize for the inconvenience this may cause. Thank you very much for honoring our invitation. Briefly, I would want to take you through the program guide. Here, we would begin with maybe opening prayers, then we would have the welcome remarks, which will be delivered by the CEO of Aisha's Creative Craft. We would then have a keynote address that would be delivered by Mr. Ba, and another motivational address which would be delivered by Mrs. Seka. Then we would have a presentation of the craft materials that we've done here. From there, we will have a partnership session, an avenue where we would want to see various partners that would want to connect with us to at least say one or two things that would at least or lead to the partnership. Then we would have an acknowledgement or a vote of thanks that will be delivered from by one of the students that attended the training. That is myself. I am a beneficiary of the training, and I'll be very honored to give the vote of thanks. So on that note, once again, we thank you, and those that are just coming, we are on the premiere exhibition of the Aisha's Creative Craft. Thank you very much, and it's a pleasure to have you all here. Thank you. A welcome address that would be delivered by the CEO of Aisha's Creative Craft. So, Madam Jallo, please, you may deliver this.
And lovers of arts, good afternoon and welcome. I am Aisha Tijalo, the CEO of Aisha's Creative Craft. Today we are gathered not just to view arts, but to celebrate creativity and the power of imagination. Every piece displayed here is more than craft. It is a story of creativity and resilience. Before you, I present beautiful crafted works that were made during the 3-week training by my students. At Aisha's Creative Craft, our mission is to inspire, empower, and to preserve the beauty of creativity. Your presence today proves that art matters, and together we can use it as a tool for growth and community upliftment. I invite you to take a close look, feel deeply, let each piece tell its story. Thank you for honoring us with your presence, and once again, welcome to the celebration of art and innovation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, CEO Aisha's Creative Craft. That was indeed inspiring, and I want to believe anyone who is in doubt now should see the evidence. They are displayed all over. So thank you very much for that wonderful work, Aisha's Creative Craft. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would want to take you through some keynote deliberations which would be done by Mr. Ba and Madam Seka. So Mr. Ba is yet to be with us, but we want to start with Madam Seka. Madam Seka, please come forward. Let's give her a round of applause.
Assalamu alaikum to you all. I am Mrs. Fatu M. Seka, a youth worker, an arts lover, and a volunteer of the Gambia Red Cross Society. I am delighted to be here today just to share a little word of wisdom with you people. I believe the first day of the training, I was here with some of you to take you through on entrepreneurship and what make a person to be called an entrepreneur. We all believe that Aisha is a true resilient lady. She is so inspirational to an extent that of her age, she could have think of there are certain artistic work which are associated to the male dominant field, isn't it? But yet still, she think out of the box, and this is something that you know is very great. Today, each and every one of us is very happy seeing some of this artistic work. Our 3 weeks of training shouldn't go in vain. The only way we can make Aisha proud is for us also to do something great and invite Aisha in our small corner to present some of the little work that we have learned here and we are able to explore more and to think out of the box, to be more creative, to be more innovative, and most importantly, to be able to network to the other people that are in the artistic area. Additionally, whenever we talk about environment, Aisha is always seen in the front line because she have taken it upon herself to recycle so many materials, which you know at the end of the day we are making good use of them. So this is something that you know, she is not just trying to create something that will beautify our room, but also trying to see how best can she minimize the waste products that we throw on the street or do whatsoever we want to do. Finally, on my speech, I would like to applaud all of you and to say thank you to Aisha. As a volunteer, I brought her up to the Red Cross to train 50 young volunteers for me. And she was willingly to do that with open heart. When she came, she was able to train the volunteers and they were able to make 50 books in a day. And if I tell you, we spent less than $22,000 on those books. Imagine when we sold the books, we have a profit of $33,000 because we use a mechanism to sell all this book to our senior volunteers that we think have served the Red Cross Society. At this moment, each and every one of them are handling higher positions in the institutions they are working. So we have to customize all these books using those people, their pictures. We use their pictures to put them on the books and we'll be like, we present this book to you. Normally we sell it at 500, but to you, we are selling it to you more than 500. So tell us what is your offer. Some people pay 1,000, others pay 1,500, others pay 2,000, others pay 500. But at the end of the day, we were able to gain an amount of $33,000 as volunteers. When it comes to the Red Cross, most of you will know that we do voluntary service. So we don't have much source of income. But this is something that, you know, we were able to build the skill of those young volunteers. Additionally, also, we were able to bring at least a little income for the branch, which at the end of the day, we have utilized it, embarked on series of events. And at this moment, even we are planning again to have a second batch of volunteers to be trained on this soft skill. So this is something that, you know, is very huge. To Aisha, she might think that she's not doing much. But to the people that have interacted with her will know that honestly speaking, she has changed their life. So please, I want each and every one of us to applaud Aisha for the job well done that she is doing before I conclude my speech. So to you people, I will want you to invite us again on certain things that you will be doing if you go back to your corners. Additionally, sell this initiative for Aisha. It's only through the 10 first students that are trained that people should be able to know what Aisha have done. If your impact is not positive, the second batch that Aisha will be having won't be the way we want it to be. So each and every one of you should be able to sell this idea so that next time if Aisha open an application for students to come, instead of 10, we'll be targeting to have 50 or more. Because if each and every one of us have a skill that is built up outside our education, we will be able to earn more, to do more, and to do better. Finally, I thank each and every one of you, and I will be honored to present this certificate to Aisha on behalf of my volunteers from the Carnifing Municipal Red Cross branch. And the certificate reads, in recognition of your exceptional facilitation an invaluable contribution to the soft skill training organized by the Kanifing Municipal Red Cross branch from the 3rd to the 4th May 2025. Your expertise, dedication, and impactful delivery have empowered participants with essential skills for personal and professional growth. Your commitment to capacity building is deeply appreciated and has left a lasting impression in the life of our young people and the volunteers in general. Thank you. I really appreciate this. Thank you. Thank you all.
I'm so honored to be here to give a brief keynote concerning about creativity, crafting, and so on. I think we are first been inspired by God Almighty when He told us in the Quran, أَوَلَمْ يَرَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا أَنَّ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ كَانَتْ رَكًّا فَفَتَحْنَاهُمَا. Can't we see the horizon? How the earth and the heaven were together as one piece of creation, and I split them asunder. We give birth to this galaxy, this beautiful sky that you are seeing. So that's where creativity comes from. By the way, it is very important and it's very sad for Africa to be here when we only put on or live by the creation of the West. Anything that we wear, when you look at it, the starting of that creativity come from the West. But Africa can never be developed if we don't start this type of creativity, to be candid. This Western education, only the book learning to master and memorize things, to be in the office, cannot take us anywhere. I always give an example to my students. I say a person who has master's or PhD in engineering, tell him to come and fix a watch, he will not be able to do it. But go to Aisha Marriage Cinema opposite. There is a fuller man sitting there. If you give him the watch to fix it, he will fix it for you less than 30 minutes. And he did not do anything as far as formal engineering is concerned. So I think it's very important for Africans to say, it is enough now. Let us come together and help one another. To me, this is the greatest honor for Africans to sit down and recycle their own materials within their environment in order for us to be able to use it perfectly in our homes. This is the greatest so far. So a big congratulations to our sister here, which is Aisha. And then also I will commend my boss here, is representing NACA. And NACA is all the time ready to do that quality assurance for the Gambian people. So a great applause for them. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've all had it together. And please, if there's anything you will forget from his speech, let it not be the area where he said embrace creativity. I think that is very, very important. In this day and age, whatever you must do, please try to do it alongside creativity. It's important. We need that self-employment. The government cannot employ everybody. But sometimes with creativity, you can do a lot. She can be a whole CEO and start employing people. All she needs is connections. And at least, thank God, people are coming gradually. And with time, I want to believe, even though this is a young foundation, but it will improve with time. We have NACA here. They are potential partners. We have NEA here. We have Sunrise Center. When they saw the work, they were impressed and they promised to chip in full, among other people. So this is wonderful. And once again, we thank all the partners and we still call in for collaboration. She is a young Gambian determined to deliver excellence. So I want to believe it is essential we see the different ways that we can chip in and support her business. Thank you very much once again, Mr. Naban. Now I have the pleasure to call on the rep from NACA. Madam Jai, please, the floor is yours.
I say Assalamu alaikum to everyone. My name is Ya Awanyai. I work with the Assessment and Certification Unit of NACA. NACA is an abbreviation for National Accreditation and Quality Assurance Authority, which is the technical arm of the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology. We are responsible for regulating TVET and higher education institutions in the country. And part of our mandates includes qualifications, that is giving out qualification to people that are skilled. When we talk about skill, there are some that learn skill through formal education, that's going to institutions like GTTI, Sunrise here, and other TVET centers. There are some that learn skill non-formally and informally. You can learn skill through apprenticeship, just like what she is doing. She has the skills. She wants to share what she knows. She call all of you together, train you into getting those skills. But then comes the qualification. You can have all the skills you want from her, but if you don't have the qualification to present tomorrow and say, this is what I can do, nobody believes you. Because we are living in a world where if you don't put a paper down on a table, people don't tend to believe what you have. So it's very important that after acquiring these skills, you try to get a qualification that will recognize the skills that you acquire from Aisha. At our office, we do what we call RPL, that is recognition of prior learning. For those that pass through formal training, their institutions can give them certificates as a way of recognition, that is when it comes to qualification. The training that you have undergone, in our office, we call it quick impact training because it's just 3 weeks. It cannot lead you to a qualification. But the skills that you acquire going to the modules that you learned with Aisha, doing the practicals and so forth can lead you into a qualification when you go through the process of recognition of prior learning, meaning you learn the skill informally, not through a school. Informally in the sense, there is no structured curricula that Aisha is following. She got the skills, she's recycling, using what is within the environment and making it meaningful. So once you acquire the skills, our doors are always open. And then we will guide you through on how you can go through the process of assessment through recognition of prior learning and be recognized and be given a qualification. We have arts and craft, arts, a program wherein when you come for the recognition of prior learning, you can get the qualification. And to my dear Aisha, congratulations. What I want to add onto it is you might not need a formal schooling to be recognized by NACA. You can be an apprenticeship center. You can be recognized as an apprenticeship center. In this sense, the standards that will govern you having an apprenticeship center will be lesser than when you are to have a formal institution. But then in that case also, you need to get a trainer's license to be recognized, not only in the Gambia, but outside the Gambia, that you are recognized by your government to become a trainer, a licensed trainer in arts, in recycling, in whatever programs that you want to offer. And in that case, if you run the program, you have a tendency of organizing your own exams, wherein NACA will be called to come and supervise the exams, and then your students will be given certificates by you. I think Sunrise is doing the same thing. So what happens is that you prepare your own certificates, but you have to submit to our unit for the endorsement of those certificates, wherein anywhere in the world that the certificates go, NACA would be, sometimes people call us to ask whether that institution or is already recognized by NACA. That's accreditation. If yes, you're free to go. You'll be known worldwide. Else, if you cannot give them those certificates after the examination, you can liaise with NACA, and then we conduct assessment for your students, but the certificate that NACA is going to give them will have your center name. So you're highly welcome to NACA. You can take my contact. Thank you.
Please, let's give another round of applause to Naka. Madam Jai, thank you very much for that wonderful deliberation. I'll come, certainly. I'll be there. I'll be more than willing to come there. Yes. I think we've heard what Madam Jai said. She is one whose doors are open for collaboration. She has made it explicitly clear that she is more than willing to receive Aisha's creative craft there. She has outlined the procedures we would have to go through to be able to be licensed. Better still, if that is tedious, she is more than willing to collaborate with us, have our own trainees certified, whether it will be from Aisha's Creative Craft or in collaboration with Aisha's Creative Craft. We want to thank you very kindly for that generosity. Next, we would want to, or before I call on to another person, I would want to recognize the presence of some of our parents. We have her here. She's a parent to one of our trainees. It's good to have you here. If you can hear me, please thank you very much for coming here. Yes, Mr. Ba is also here. Mr. Ba, CEO of Ba Arts, right? Thank you very much for being here. We can see potential people who are open for collaboration, people who understands the value of arts. We are more than pleased to have you here. Thank you very much. Now I have the honor to call on. Thank you, thank you. Now I have the honor to call on Mr. Kamara. He's a representative of NEA.
With Aisha, I think we are conducting an enforcement at the Bakwate because we have a project called Waka. The project want to construct that open canal. As a result, so we have to go there and do the inspection and also to enforce laws to those who connected their sewage system. We that's the time I get to contacted with her. Then she told me that she used to embark on recycling, especially at the site of plastic bag. And as a regulatory institution like NEA, I think we know waste management is a serious concern, even at the side of the central government rather than the council. So I think when we see young people taking initiative of taking the responsibility of their own environment and also managing waste, I think they should be encouraged at the side of the government, at the side of the local council. So in fact, I even suggested him to make sure that to meet our the project coordinator at the site, to in fact initiate to meet the minister for environment because why we are very impressed when he saw us that she is embarking on recycling, especially plastic. And today, in fact, the chunk of waste is plastic and is the main headache. In fact, the central government is facing. When you go to our big sites, most of these plastics that we are generating are finding their ways at the coastline. So that is why in fact we have legal frameworks like ban on plastic bag order to try to enforce to see how we can mitigate and or in fact to make a ban of the plastic bag both importation and the uses. So I think kind of Aishas, they need to be encouraged, and we really appreciate, and our doors are open as NEA, and also projects are coming. Especially recently we just there's a project that it's not yet to be implemented, but they are trying to train youths and then the women for green infrastructure. So I'm encouraging, especially the young ones, try to establish this kind of NGOs, and then you come and register. There are multi-millions of dollars there for that project, and they are targeting young people. So I think I have to thank you. We have to encourage her. Both institutions, I said, our office, the doors are open for you. Anytime you need our support, and we are ready to collaborate with you. So I think thank you all for. I'm very happy to be here today. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kamara. That was truly inspiring. We've seen a similar trend here. Mr. Kamara, Naka, they have a similar trend. They all say it very clearly that their doors are open for collaboration. And I think that is very much inspiring. Thank you very much, Mr. Kamara, for that assurance. And we are truly inspired by your words of wisdom. So, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I would want to call on, I want to balance the table, even though I want Mr. Bar to come. But let me call Lady Pink. She is a university student, one that is always ready. She's an artist too, one that is always ready to be present whenever she's called, even though she is very, very busy. She's an other CEO, but let's hear from her. She's one that would definitely inspire us. Lady Pink, please.
Anyway, I don't have much to say because actually I only come here to watch the creativeness that my sister here will be doing. But anyway, I am inspired with some of the things I see here, with almost all of them.
and the words that my sisters here and my brothers have given. And this one particularly, brother, I don't know, representative from Sunrise here, Kava, exactly. He talks about how we Africans can make our own things out of our own materials here, and then see that we use them in our own way. It's very important. You'll see that every time that we want to decorate this, we are either going to this white ladies or white men or white man property, getting them and bringing it to us, and at the end of the day we will end up using it and then throw it back, and it be like a waste for us again. That is not good. And also, my sister here, I will really come to you and then talk to you more, and then ask you more about the Naka thing, because also I am the CEO and founder of Lady Pink's Beauty. And the reason why I am here actually, because I know that in the heart of art there is beauty and creativity, and that is what Aisha is doing here. I will also want to register with Naka and also see what to do. And then I don't have much to say, but congrats to Isa. I am so impressed.
Thank you very much, Pinky, for that wonderful deliberation. Now I would want to call on to Mr. Ba, CEO of Bas Arts.
Gunjur, and I am running also a training at my farm. So when she invited me, I deemed it necessary to be here. I have to cut my training and then rush to be here. So I have to apologize for coming late also.
But we should also at least congratulate you for being here.
Thank you all. It is a pleasure to be here today to celebrate this wonderful exhibition after 3 weeks of hard work and creativity. I want to commend the organizers and participants for showing that recycling is not just about managing waste, it is about creating value, protecting our environment, and opening new opportunities. Every day, waste pollutes our streets, rivers, and farms. But through recycling, we can reduce pollution, conserve resources, and even create economic opportunities. Today, I must highlight your lead trainer, Aisha Jallo. Just a few months ago, she was a participant in the Sept project training. She took the training seriously, and today she runs her own craft business and organizes training for others. Her story is a proof that opportunities like this can transform life when embraced with commitment. To all the participants here, take this training seriously, just like Aisha. You too can become not only artists, but change makers, entrepreneurs, and community leaders. Let us all remember that preserving the environment is our shared responsibility. If each of us make this effort to reduce, reuse, and recycle, together we can build a cleaner and healthier future. Thank you all, and congratulations to all of you.
Her mentors, one of the CEO's mentors, and he highlighted the numerous works he has been doing. I think that is commendable, and we thank you once again for leaving your busy schedule to be here with us. Thank you very much, Mr. Ba. So, ladies and gentlemen, we wouldn't want to bore you with maybe too much speech. Now we would just want to maybe give you some time to have to explore, go around and explore some of the beautiful creations we have here. So it's a time to explore. As she said in her speech, she said, I welcome you to take a close look, feel deeply, and let the stories of each speech speak to you. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, please feel free to look around. You may get up, feel them, and then, yes. me how you feel during the training. Any one of you can come, please. Who is coming? Who is the student rep? Mohammed, huh? Good.
All right. I am Muhammad Manga from the capital city of Brikama, Jalamba. I believe you all know. All right. Huh? No, Jalamba is the capital city. Right. I will say Alhamdulillah because this is something that personally I have been seeing on the media, but to me it was something difficult. But today, Alhamdulillah, coming here, it is something that is easier, like drinking water. Thank you to Aisha's creation, because she has taught us and trained us something that we could have done before, but without the knowledge of and the skills you can't. But today we can able to do it. All right. Before coming here, I can say last night I was thinking about and how to come up with some of this decoration. Good though. This spoon decoration, I was thinking about to come with my own way of doing it rather than hers. So this is something that we have to develop as students. Okay, the challenge here is not within ourselves, but we have to challenge who? Aisha. We have to challenge Aisha. Okay, another saying is always ladies first. Me, I'm anti. I can say I'm anti-gender. I can say I'm anti-gender. I'm always in for men. I'm always in for men. All right. One of the reason why I try to attend this program is to also encourage my sisters at home. Not only my sisters, I also have girls that I am working with. So with that, the skills I have here, I will not just keep it by myself, and I will also go outside there, train some of my players because I'm a coach. So that alone, and with my fellows, I think we have to do what? We have to do what? We have to challenge who? We have to challenge who? We have to challenge who? I said you are in trouble now. I said creation, we want to see it off. Now our own creation will come in now. I thank you all.